I have OD'd 6 times, and the last time was the scariest because I was supposed to go home to my dad. My dad called and said, get home. And I thought, okay, I'll just do a little bit more. Because I am disappointing him, and I'm just a useless druggie. I didn't know how to cope with my mom's death, so I started using drugs. I'm still his daughter. I'm still the girl that he raised. And I wish he didn't listen to other people and let them influence his thoughts about me. And I wish he would help me instead of break me down.
I know you've been knocked down, you've been lost and found. You kept your feet on ground and followed your heart. I know you're missing home and all you've ever known. But when you feel alone, look for the spark. You are light and wonder, waves cannot pull you under. Don't doubt it for a minute, the sky is the limit. You'll go far. You know who you are. Don't let anybody break your stride. Yeah, all you gotta do is try, and you'll go far. Ready, set, start, you'll go far. Because of who you are. You do it with your whole heart. You're gonna leave your mark. You're ready, because of who you are. You do it with your whole heart. You're gonna leave your mark. You go far.
So what do I have here tonight? What's your name?
My name's Nicole.
Nicole. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 34.
And where you from?
The Fox Cities. My whole life, every couple of years, we moved around. So, like I lived in Menasha and Kimberly and Little Chute and Kaukauna and all the surrounding cities.
Okay. And does your mom and dad move you around?
Yeah.
Okay. And how was that? You had mom and dad in the house coming up?
Yeah. 3 years ago, my mom passed away though.
My condolences.
So I've been really struggling with that, and that's kind of how I became homeless, I guess.
Oh, so you're homeless right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And excuse me. So where do you where are you staying right now? Where do you have to stay tonight?
I stay with friends or people that I meet along the way, I guess. And then eventually they get sick of a person always being around. So they're like, hey, you need to leave.
Okay. How long have you been in this situation? Unhoused.
About a year.
A year? Okay. And you have any kids or anything?
No.
Okay. So what if you don't mind me asking, what originally led to this situation?
I didn't know how to cope with my mom's death, so I started using drugs.
And what drugs were those?
Heroin.
Okay. And is that a continuous battle right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like you're at the point where you want help to just quit and finalize it and be done with it, or is it like helping you continue to cope right now? Or?
It is and it isn't. It causes a lot of stress, and it makes me feel like because I was always raised that drugs were bad, and the people that did drugs were like useless people. But people do drugs for a reason. Well, a lot of them anyway. And like how I did to cope with my mom's death. I met a lot of people along the way that are involved with drugs and heard their stories and realized that they've gone through a lot, and I can understand why they turned to drugs. you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like it, and I've stopped, but then I'll get to a point where I don't know how to handle my life and where I am, and so someone will come along and be like, come on, just do this, you'll feel better. And it's just temporary.
Okay. So you think it's more like the crowd keeping that, continuing that influence, they're influencing and telling you that it's drugs that make you feel better, so that crowd that you're with?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I got in trouble, and my doctor took me off of my anxiety medication, and that was a big reason why I kept doing heroin, because of my anxiety.
And what originally got you, like, what would you say, how did you get hooked on it?
It made me like numb. Like I didn't feel the pain of losing my mom and my family because of my drug use, and I was able to function and not have anxiety.
Okay. And who do you remember the person? Like, was it a person, like a particular boyfriend or someone that like introduced you to it or whatever it was?
Yeah, it was a friend that I was friends with for a very, very long time.
Okay. And then they just said this will make you feel better or whatever. Or?
Yeah.
Okay. And right now, at the point we're at right now, what are you doing? Like, are you working or anything like that, or looking for a job, or?
I am looking for a job, but it's very difficult when I don't have a vehicle. And that was another thing I lost because of drugs. I got my car repoed.
Oh.
I had a really nice car that I worked really hard for.
Oh man.
I had 2 jobs to have that car, and then everything just fell apart. I lost my family, where I lived, my car, and now I have nothing and seek safety and comfort in others, and I hate it because I always grew up really strong and independent and didn't depend on anyone. I was the one that everyone came to for help.
It's okay. I understand. And you know that strong person is still it's still there. And we all go through struggles. You know, I lost my daughter, and it broke me apart. You know. And when we go through pain, sometimes we just need to know that there's still people here for you. How's your relationship with your mom right now? Sorry, not your mom, your dad. Your mom passed. I apologize.
Not good at all.
No, why not?
Because I am disappointing him, and I'm just a useless druggie.
You're not though. And if there was anything you want to say to him right now, like you still have the genuine love from him in your heart, like what would you say to him?
That I'm still his daughter. I'm still the girl that he raised. And I wish he didn't listen to other people and let them influence his thoughts about me. And I wish he would help me instead of break me down.
And tonight, you have someone to hit your head tonight?
Yeah.
You're good for the night, though. So for those who's viewing or may view this, is there a way, like, if someone had help, is there a way they can contact you? Is there like a social media or cash app or something they can reach out to you?
Yeah, I have cash app. I don't know, my big goal right now is to get a car because at least then I have a way to continue with a job because the last job I had it for a year and it was as a caregiver and I lost it because I was homeless and I couldn't get a ride to work. So that was really upsetting. That was the only thing I had left going for me was my job. And I love helping people. And I could sleep in my car instead of having to find people to go stay at their houses and then be influenced by the stuff that they do. I don't know. It's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah. So me personally, I'm gonna give you my information, you give me yours, and we're gonna point toward the right direction because we have it now. And also we're gonna share this video. Hopefully there's people that can share encouraging words in comments or even by text or even financially support to help you out. But me personally, I'm going to try to make it my goal to point you in the right direction because I'm connected to you now. Stop hesitant. We're connected now. So I'm gonna make it my goal to encourage you because this me personally, I'm gonna give you my own testimony. And I haven't done this on this video before, but when I got addicted myself, I had a surgery and I was once addicted, and when fentanyl came in, I got a fake pill that killed me, and it's like you try your luck for so long. I think I might have had a couple of them already, but then it was just that one where my resistance didn't work and it took me out. I want to let you know right now that the Lord feels like you're too precious, and you have a testimony to tell others. So you're too young to die. So it's time to turn this around. Now your misery is not going to be your ministry. So where you went through pain, now going to be time to heal others. And that's why you're still here.
I like that. That's comforting. Because I have OD'd six times. And the last time was the scariest because I was supposed to go home to my dad. My dad called and said, get home. And I thought, okay, I'll just do a little bit more. And then I OD'd, and when my friends brought me back, and I just was like, oh my god, my dad. Like I just pictured him like upset and finding out what happened, and that I wasn't coming home.
That's crazy. In the future, I'll tell you a story that's similar to that. That's nuts. But that's not only your dad. See, your dad is now permanently a part of the kingdom, right? We're brought here for kingdom reasons. So that's actually God sending you a message. Like daughter, you are here for a reason. Sure. He's going to manifest it, and your new reason is going to cause so much of a high that the other high doesn't matter. That's what we need in our life, occupation and relationship. That's why God created us. To have relationships, to expand. And sometimes there's misconstrued with everything that's planted, on this earth to distract us and make us feel not not as relational, not as not able to relate to others. But thank God for people like me to create and explain to people like you because you're just like me. Just as we stand under this light, that's the way the Lord's light is shining on you. So I want to encourage you, and I want to thank you for this interview. And here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna be a big hit on this channel. So we're gonna continue to interview you, and we're gonna get our progress together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, what's your name?
Nicole.
Nicole, and if you had anything to say to anybody on this channel, any advice about what not to do, whatever, what would you say?
That drugs really aren't the answer to getting better. I mean, it's just like putting a blanket over everything bad, and it's just going to continue and continue and continue.
Hey, Nicole. Well, my sister Nicole, thank you for this interview. And you're a part of the kingdom. I want to let you know that, so therefore it deems you my sister. I'm a kingdom son. Right? So be encouraged, keep the energy that God gave you, that you're feeling right now. How you feel it? You can't help but feel light when you come around light preachers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So God wants you to keep that, and you're gonna keep it, okay? All right, thank you again. I'm gonna end this interview.